Ma'am, I need you to hand me the purse, now.
This is ridiculous. I didn't take anything.
Then it shouldn't be a problem. Person ID, please.
You're talking to me like I'm a criminal. I came in to buy a gift for my daughter.
Ma'am, a bracelet is missing. You're the only customer who's this...
A black woman walks into a luxury jewelry store in downtown Chicago with tired eyes, a soft voice, and a simple brown purse. Before she can even touch the glass counter, a white police officer steps in front of her and says, "Ma'am, I'm going to need you to stay right there. People like you don't just browse in places like this." The security cameras were already rolling. The store manager was already watching. And what that footage would later expose would end one career, destroy a reputation, and reveal that the quiet woman being humiliated in public was not who anyone thought she was. Because the woman they tried to shame was not weak, not powerless, not ordinary. And the truth about her would turn this entire store upside down. Before we go any further, take 1 second and subscribe to this channel so you never miss stories like this. And drop a comment telling us where you're watching from today. Now let's go back to the moment everything broke open. Empty your bag. Now. The words were sharp, loud, final. Every head inside the jewelry store turned. The woman standing near the counter froze. Her name was Ariel Knoxley. She was 43 years old, 5'6", slim, dark skin the color of warm coffee, hair pulled back into a loose bun that showed a few early gray strands. She wore a soft green sweater, faded gray slacks, and flat black shoes. No makeup. No jewelry. No confidence in her posture. Not because she lacked it, but because she had learned how to stay invisible in places like this. Officer Trent Huxley stood inches from her face. Was cut. Pale skin. Tight jaw. One hand resting on his belt. Behind the glass counters, gold bracelets and diamond chains sparkled like they belonged to another world. "Sir," Ariel said quietly, "I didn't take anything." Trent smirked. Funny how they always say that. The store manager, Maribel Quince, stood near the back wall, arms folded tight, eyes nervous. 2 other customers watched in silence, pretending to look at necklaces. Ariel's hands trembled around her purse. "I was just looking," she whispered. "I was thinking about my daughter's birthday." Trent stepped closer. "Yeah. And I was thinking about how fast you were moving when the bracelet disappeared." Ariel swallowed. "I didn't touch it." "You people always think cameras don't see you," he said. Her eyes lifted slowly. "What do you mean, you people?" He didn't answer. He just held out his hand. "Bag. Now." Ariel Knoxley had learned how to stay calm in storms. She had learned it in hospital waiting rooms. She had learned it in courtrooms. She had learned it when men with louder voices tried to make her smaller. Right now, she stood in a store that smelled like money and cold glass, feeling every eye burn into her skin. She handed him her purse. Her fingers shook, but her back stayed straight. Inside the purse were simple things. A cracked phone, a folded bus pass, a small notebook, a pen, a photo of 2 teenage girls smiling in school uniforms. No bracelet. Trent dumped the purse on the counter anyway. "Where is it?" he asked. "There is nothing there," she said softly. He laughed. "You really think we're that stupid?" Ariel closed her eyes for a second. She remembered long nights driving an old silver sedan with a broken radio. She remembered wearing the same coat for 7 winters. She remembered choosing between groceries and gas. But she also remembered something else. A wooden courtroom bench. A raised gavel. A quiet oath spoken under bright lights. She opened her eyes again. "Officer," she said, "you are making a mistake." That made him smile even wider. Trent leaned in so close she could smell his mint gum. "Let me explain something to you," he said slowly. "This store doesn't lose jewelry unless someone walks in planning to steal." Maribel shifted uncomfortably. "Officer, I just thought." He raised his hand to silence her. "I handle this." Ariel looked at Maribel. Her eyes begged without words. Maribel looked away. Trent pointed at Ariel's shoes. "You come in here dressed like that. No ring. No watch. No credit card in sight. And you expect us to believe you're just browsing?" Ariel whispered, "Poor is not a crime." Trent laughed again. "Not yet." A woman in line whispered to her friend, "I knew something was off about her." A man near the door muttered, "They always ruin everything." Ariel felt every word hit her skin like rain made of needles. Trent pulled out his notepad. "Name. Ariel Knoxley. Occupation. Clerk," she said. He looked up sharply. "See? I knew it." She didn't correct him. "Not yet." "ID." She reached slowly into her pocket. He flinched. "Easy. Easy." Don't make this worse. Her hand came out holding a simple brown wallet. He opened it. He saw a basic card. No title. No hint. No power. He scoffed. Looks fake. It isn't. You expect me to trust that? I expect you to check the cameras, she said. That made him angry. Don't tell me how to do my job. His voice echoed across the store. The room felt smaller. Tighter. He turned to Maribel. Lock the doors. Maribel hesitated. Then she did it. The click sounded louder than a gun. Trent turned back to Ariel. You know what happens now? She nodded slowly. Yes, she said. You embarrass me. He smiled. You arrest me? She asked quietly. He paused. No. I scare you first. He leaned closer. People like you need to learn where you don't belong. Her eyes watered. But no tears fell. Not yet. She looked up at the ceiling. At the black dome of a forgotten camera in the far corner. A camera no one else seemed to notice. Her voice was calm. Officer, she said, every word you're saying is being recorded. He laughed. Good. Ariel slowly reached back into her purse. Trent tensed. Don't. She stopped. I'm taking out my second wallet, she said. He hesitated. Slow. She pulled out a thin black case, opened it, and slid a single card across the counter. Trent picked it up. He read it. His face changed. Just a little. Then he laughed. You expect me to believe this? Maribel leaned forward and read it too. Her hand flew to her mouth. The card read, The Honorable Ariel Knox, the United States Court of Appeals 7th Circuit. The store went silent. Ariel spoke softly. I am not a clerk, she said. I am a federal appellate judge. Trent laughed harder. No, you're not. Ariel looked at him. You are about to wish I wasn't. The camera in the corner blinked red. Still recording. Still watching. And the power in the room had just begun to shift. The room stayed frozen. No one spoke. Not Trent. Not Maribel. Not the customers. Only the soft hum of the air system filled the space. Trent looked down at the card again. Then at Ariel. Then back at the card. He laughed, but this time his laugh cracked. Nice try, he said. Anyone can print a card. Ariel didn't move. She didn't argue. She didn't beg. She simply said, You can call the courthouse. Trent shook his head. You think I'm stupid? She answered calmly, I think you're scared. That word hit him. Scared. He stepped back like it burned. Maribel finally found her voice. Officer. I recognize that name. Trent snapped. Stay out of this. Maribel ignored him. I saw your face on the news last year, she whispered to Ariel. About that police misconduct appeal case. Ariel nodded slowly. Yes, she said. I wrote the opinion. Trent's eyes widened. No, he said. No. That judge was black. Ariel finished softly. His mouth opened. Then closed. Then opened again. But no words came out. The customers began whispering. One of them pulled out a phone. Another stepped back. Ariel kept her voice gentle. You accused me because I didn't look rich. You searched me because I didn't look powerful. You humiliated me because I didn't look important. She looked him straight in the eyes. But I am still human. Trent swallowed. His face turned red. Maribel rushed to the security desk. She rewound the footage. Everyone watched on the screen. The angle from the forgotten corner camera showed everything. The bracelet slipping off a display tray when another customer brushed past it. The bracelet sliding under the counter. Ariel never touched it. Never even came close. The truth was right there. Clear. Sure. Unforgiving. Maribel covered her mouth. Oh my God. Trent stared at the screen. His shoulders slumped. His jaw trembled. Ariel said quietly, I told you. Trent looked around. Every eye was on him now. Every phone was recording. He tried to speak. I was just doing my job. Ariel shook her head slowly. No, she said. You were doing your bias. She stepped closer. Her voice was calm but firm. You didn't protect anyone today. You didn't serve anyone today. You only showed everyone who you are. His face dropped. A customer spoke. You should apologize. Another said, you should lose your badge. Maribel whispered, I'm so sorry, Judge Knoxley. Ariel raised her hand. Don't apologize to me, she said. Apologize to every person you let this happen to before me. Trent's eyes filled with tears. He looked small now. Lost. I didn't know, he whispered. Ariel answered gently. That's the problem. Minutes later, another officer arrived. Then another. They watched the footage. They listened. They took Trent aside. He didn't argue. He didn't fight. He just nodded. He handed over his badge. The metal clink echoed. It sounded like the end of something. Maribel unlocked the doors. Customers slowly stepped back. But no one left. They wanted to witness it. They wanted to remember it. Ariel picked up her purse. Put her things back inside. She moved slowly, carefully, like someone who had learned to be gentle with pain. A young black girl who had been standing with her mother stepped forward. She looked up at Ariel with wide eyes. "You're a judge?" she asked. Ariel smiled softly. "Yes." The girl smiled back. "I want to be like you." Ariel bent down. "You already are," she said. The girl hugged her. Ariel closed her eyes. For the first time, a tear finally fell. Ariel turned back to Trent. He looked broken. She didn't hate him. She didn't smile. She simply said, "I forgive you, but I will never excuse you." Then she walked out. Her steps were slow, strong, steady. The sun outside felt warm. The city felt louder. But her heart felt lighter. Later that night, Ariel sat in her old silver car. She looked at the photo of her daughters. She whispered, "Your name is not what they call you, your worth is not what they see, and your power is not what you show." She started the engine and drove forward. If this story moved you, subscribe to the channel so we can keep telling stories that matter. And tell us in the comments, have you ever seen or felt a moment like this in real life? Your voice matters.